Daily Telegraph's national editor, Sky News host, of course, James Morrow, and senior correspondent at News Corp, Charles Miranda. James and Charles, thank you for your time. We'll start with this issue, the drugs issue. Sadly confirmed today, a new report from the National Wastewater Drug Monitoring Program. Victorians are using more illicit party drugs than anywhere else in the country. I'd say that's a hangover from lockdown. Sydney's the cocaine capital. Regional Victoria, highest incidence use of MDMA and heroin. And in regional Queensland, they're the highest users of ketamine. Now, ketamine, James, that's a vet drug, a veterinary drug, for goodness sake. But clearly, if we're allowing possession in Queensland and now this new pill testing regime, and we've got these debates about multiple heroin galleries in Victoria, we've thrown in the towel on drugs, haven't we?
Well, I really hope that we don't, Peter. And I mean, part of me was tempted to make a glib remark about how all the drugs they found in Victoria was because people were having to cope with living under the regime of Dan Andrews. But there's a much more serious point to this, which I think is very simple, and I'm not going to win a lot of friends maybe among some younger viewers with this. But you know what? A stoned society is not a successful society. And if we give into this sort of thing, if we allow people to have these shooting galleries, where the law doesn't apply inside their walls and you're allowed to do this, safely or whatever, and under supervision, we are giving up, and I think it will be very bad. I think the consequences for our society going down the track are going to be devastating, and we don't know all the different ways in which they will, in terms of, addictions, relationship breakdowns, health problems, and of course, just, the core of our society as well.
I think you need to track it almost on a graph, the rise in mental health illness right around Australia over the last 30 or 40 years, and the rise in abuse of illicit drugs, and they are almost a trend in parallel.